So this is Chris Bottoms here on the phone again with Sam Sexton. Firstly, Sam, let's put it straight about why you can't fight Dillian Whyte next month. Tell us about your injury.
Right. Well, basically, it's just an old hand injury. It's nothing major. I've been told to lay off the hand for maybe 2 or 3 weeks tops. So there's no excuse there. I'm still available to fight.
Okay, so it's only a rest injury. There's no break. It's just you need to rest it, and then you'll be punching fine in a few weeks.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that's the reason why Dillian's been out there saying that you're not going to fight because of the injury. He said that on the iFilm London interview over the weekend. But he's also saying you're scared to fight him. That you and Graham, your manager and your trainer, have been making excuses about the deals that Matchroom have offered. What do you make of that?
Right. Well, basically, everyone knows that I've asked Dillian Whyte to fight me for the past sort of 4 months now for the British title. They didn't want to fight me, so they chose Dave Allen. They tried to make Dave Allen for the British title as well, but the board didn't approve that. Now he's fought Dave Allen. I then called him out again. Got no response. He brushed it aside in interviews. Even told people that he wasn't going to fight me. I then arranged to fight to keep myself busy on a small hall show in Norwich. And unfortunately, a few days ago, I had to pull out due to the hand injury. And it just seems to me, as soon as they know that I'm injured, now they want to offer the fight for 6 weeks' time. And myself, I'm going to be out for sort of 3 weeks. 3 weeks training camp for a British title fight is just never going to happen,
Yeah. Do you? You've said to me in the past when we spoke about you feel he has a thing about wanting to pull people in at the last minute, almost to give himself an advantage. What do you make of that?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, he's just trying to make things on his own terms, and promoters are clever. Eddie Hearn is obviously his promoter, and he's trying to do all he can to get his fight on top. Which is fair enough. They're going to try and pull the strings, but realistically, if you're calling yourself one of the best in the country and you want to be a top fighter, give someone a decent training camp, especially for a British title. It's not like a Mickey Mouse title. It's a British title fight. So if I want to fight for the British title, I'm going to have I'm nobody's mug. I'm going to have a good training camp for that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. He's also said that you've missed your slot to fight him, and that the British Boxing Board of Control should just award him the British title. I mean, what's your take on that?
Well, what's your take on that? It's ridiculous. I'm there to fight for the British title again now. Somebody's got to fight me for the British title. I don't want to fight Joe Bloggs for the British title. I want to fight someone who's supposedly going to be a good test, and I'm going to get credit for beating. And that is Dillian Whyte. He doesn't want to fight me. It's obvious. So his way of dealing with this now, and his team is saying that they agreed to fight with us. They agreed to purse, and we pulled out. No fight was ever agreed. No date was ever agreed, and certainly no purse was ever agreed. Anyone who knows boxing will know that negotiations go on for quite a while. You don't just suddenly one day, this is what you're getting, and everyone's just going to be happy with that and accept it. It's not the way it works.
Yeah. Okay. So the date he was saying about they've put out there was the 7th or the 8th of October. But you're saying that was rubbish. There was no date agreed. You were in the early stages of talking about it, if at all. Yeah.
That's it. It's just the early stages of talking about it. And obviously then having the injury, and now they're going to use that against me by saying I could fight then, but obviously I can't fight. I'm not going into a British title fight fighting Dillian Whyte with 3 weeks training camp. That's just never going to happen. If they know that, they wouldn't take that. Nobody would take that. So they're just relying on that fact that they can avoid it again, and that's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and avoid it, and they're going to try and fight somebody else. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Dillian Whyte does not want to fight me. Okay. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah. So you're saying he wants to fight someone else. I can't remember whether it was today or last night. I read he's apparently said he wants to fight Gary Cornish now, whether it be for the British or if Gary wins the Commonwealth title or not. But that's, I mean, what do you make of that? That he's calling out another fighter when used to have been called to fight for the British title.
It's just all, you know, it's just tactics, isn't it? You know, they're looking to put a big show up in Scotland. Is it the Murrayville or?
It's the Ricky Burns.
Burns, sorry, not Murray. Yeah, on the Burns bill. So, you know, obviously it would make sense for them to try and get another Scottish opponent.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to put on a big fight there. It will sell tickets for the promoter. It's just all tactics, all politics, game plan. You know, everybody he can post as much as he likes on social media saying I don't want to fight. I'm publicly putting it out there to everyone every day. I will fight Dillian Whyte. Got no problems of fighting that Dumbo at all. He's just a big Dumbo as far as I'm concerned. He's big, clumsy, and he's an idiot.
Okay, fair enough. What do you make about all the derogatory remarks he's made about you, like calling you Lamb Sexton and the stories saying about it happened in Austria? What's your take on all of that?
Well, I honestly don't understand why he thinks that would bother me even in the slightest. I mean, what a pathetic, ridiculous thing. And to keep doing that, it just shows his lack of education. You know what I mean? He's a big Dumbo. I mean, what has Lamb's got to do with anything? I mean, does he think that anyone actually believes it? You know? I mean, there's quite a few stories I could tell you about what we got up to in Austria, but there's a man killed as far as I'm concerned, and you don't break that for anybody, so I will leave it at that.
Okay, that's fair enough. I won't push it then. So, finally, you want the British title, but like you said, you want a credible opponent, and that credible opponent at the moment you want is Dillian Whyte. Are you still confident that you two will meet before the end of the year for the title?
I'm not confident, to be honest with you. I'd like to say I was confident. I think they're just avoiding it at all costs, and I really don't know why. I don't know if they've got some kind of plan or what it is. But like I said to you, I want to fight someone credible, you know, and all the credible boys are trying to move on to other stuff, you know. So I mean, where does that leave me?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the fight does happen. Like I said when we spoke before, it's a fight I want to see. I think it'll be a really good fight. So let's hope that you guys and Dillian's team and Matchroom can sort something out, and it is a fight that the public want to see as well. I mean, just going on our last interview, the responses I got off it and the hits it took is better than any other interview I've done. So it just proves that it's the fight that the people want to see. So hopefully it does happen.
Well, it's the same on Twitter. You know, the fans want to see it. I mean, obviously you get Dillian Whyte supporters, you get my supporters, but people do actually want to see it. You know, there's been a lot of hype. There's a lot of, you know, I've said to you before, I never talk shit. I never run any fighter down. You know, anybody who knows me will know that I've never done that in the past, in interviews, in press conferences, or anything. But I mean, for someone, like I said to you before, to just run on constantly, just crap that comes out of his mouth. You know, he's made it personal for me now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the chat, Sam. Hope the hand gets better soon. And we will chat probably at that show if you're still going to it to support the guys on the 15th. We'll have a chat then, and we'll hopefully do another interview then as well, mate.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right, then, mate. You take care.
Yeah, Andrew. Thanks, Chris. Bye.
Bye.